Okay, so we have another question here. Square root of 2x plus 7 plus x is equal to 4. So here we have a third equation for 5 marks. So with the third equation, our first step that we basically usually take care of is that we need to first isolate the third. So here, how do we isolate the third? It means 2x plus 7 needs to be in isolation on the left, and then everything else, because there are two terms, it means to isolate this term so that x plus x is not here, we need to transpose the x there. So we're going to have 4 minus x, okay, over on the other side. Then after doing that, what do? We square both sides. Why? We square both sides so that we can eliminate the square root, okay? But what we do on the left, we do on the right with an equation. So when we do that, we get 2x plus 7. Here we have two terms inside the bracket separated by a minus sign. So therefore that means FOIL, guys. This means FOIL. This means we open two brackets and we apply FOIL. We multiply the first term, we get 16. We multiply that first with the outer, which gets negative 4x. We multiply the negative x and the 4, we get another negative 4x. Remember, when we multiply the sign, we multiply the number, and then we multiply the letter. Then we get plus x squared, okay? So we have 2x plus 7 is equal to that. Now, it means now we can go ahead and do what? We need to make sure that we get this into quadratic equation form. So x squared term will lead the way, followed by, we have a negative 8x here. That 2x we transpose gets minus 2x, plus the 16, 7 gets transposed, becomes negative 7, equal to 0. Now that means x squared minus 10x plus 16 minus 7 gives us 9, okay? Right, not forgetting now this is in quadratic equation standard form. Then what do? We can factorize x squared minus 10x plus 9. Plus means same signs inside the bracket. According to who? According to the middle term. So that means we're going to have a negative. Plus sign for a constant always means same signs inside the bracket, but it's always according to the sign of the middle term. Okay, that's if we have factors that when we multiply give us 9, but then when we add them together give us negative 10. All right, so therefore the factors would be 9 and 1, specifically not 3 and 3, because 3 and 3 will give us negative 6. So we choose 9 and 1 because negative 9 and negative 1 gives us negative 10 back when we put them all together. The multiplication of negative 9 times negative 1 gives us positive 9. Then we have the x there and the x there. And this works, guys. This works. Okay, checked and signed off. Then we can apply the zero factor law. X minus 9 is equal to 0, or x minus 1 is equal to 0. Then our roots, x is equal to 9 or x is equal to 1. Then we have to check, guys, these values, whether when we substitute them back into the original equation, because remember with the third equation, that's what's unique about the third equation, is that our roots that we get, our answers, we need to substitute the individual values back and check if they actually do work. And if there's one that doesn't, or maybe both don't work, then we need to make sure that we invalidate that answer. So if we take 9, for instance, what's 2 times 9 is 18. 18 plus 7 is 25. The square root of 25 gives us 5. And then if we take that 9 as well, plus 9, it means 5 plus 9 gives us 14. 14 on the left-hand side. All right. Now, 14 is not the same thing as 4. So 14 is equal to 4, can't be, which means x cannot be 9, because 9 doesn't satisfy the equation. Let's check 1. What's 2 times 1? It's 2, plus 7 is 9. What's the square root of 9? That gives us 3. Now if we take that same one, we substitute it into the x there, it's 3 plus 1, which gives us what? 4. Is that 4 on the right? Yes, it is. So 4 is equal to 4, which means x is equal to 1 actually does work. All right, so x cannot be 9, or x is equal to 1. So this is our only solution for this problem. How many marks? 5 marks. And the one thing that learners forget to do is to check their values of x. So for third equations, please guys, isolate the third, we square both sides, We add and subtract like terms after foiling, and then we get our equation into standard form. Make sure we transpose, add, subtract like terms, get the equation in standard form. We factorize. If we cannot factorize, we use the quadratic formula. We get the values of x, but most importantly, after getting the values of x, we need to check if when we substitute each individual x value, do we get the solution? Does it satisfy the equation, and do these solutions work? So we could see that x cannot work when x is 9, so therefore we invalidate that. X is equal to 1 only. All right, so 5 minutes 40 seconds going through the question and explaining certain aspects of it. You should be spending less than 5 minutes answering this question, as I have said in other previous examples that I've done in the videos. You do that so that you can ensure that at the end of the paper you have time left over, so that you can check the paper from the beginning to the end, pick up if there's any mistakes you may have made, and make sure that you get that amazing level 7, 90%, 100% as a grade 11 learner, grade 12 learner.